Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with the next update, well not update, finale for my deck of panning. This is a project that I've been running yearly for the last couple of years. I do really love this project. It is a very fun one. It was originally created by Emilynmax here on YouTube. I will have her link down below as well as her introduction video, even though this is a finale. This is a super fun prompt-based project where you use a deck of cards to randomize your prompts basically, and Emily shuffles the game board every week, so the prompts are different every update. Sorry, not every week, every month. So that's kind of the gist of the project. Obviously in this update we're not going to roll anything else in, everything's actually going to roll out, and I'm going to let you know where I'm standing with my remaining products. Normally you have 5 products in this project at any point in time, unless you get like a prompt that makes you have 2 products per prompt or something like that, but normally you do have 5, but however I only have 4 at the moment because last month I rolled something out and decided to not roll something else in its place, just because we're coming towards the end of the year. So I'm going to jump straight into telling you where I started with those 4 products, but before I do so, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So the first product that we have to talk about is this bronzer right here. I'm going to roll the footage right now what it looks like because it has been in for a very long time. I actually rolled this one in for the prompt, in it for the long haul, and as you can see it didn't even have pan on it at the beginning when I first rolled it in. However, I hit that in month 2, and since then I've been expanding the pan. It's been a really easy product for me to reach for. I'm not too fast when it comes to bronzers. I'm happy to reach for like the same one every single day. I am panning a different one in my pan and face palettes too though, but I've been focused on this one a lot of the time, at least now up until the end of the year. So yeah, I'm gonna show you now what it looked like last month. So you can see, by the way, I had repressed it. You can see when I repressed it, everything in the updates too. But since then, I actually only reached for this one time, and this is what it looks like now. So a little bit of a fail. I was really determined to get this one out this year, but I decided that I was even more determined to get my palette face palette out, which meant that I've been focusing on that palette instead. And I also have a bronzer in there, like I said. So this one got a little bit neglected, and unfortunately I wasn't able to finish it before the finale of this project. I'm not quite there with this one. As you can see, it is very thin in here. It is not that much product left. I honestly don't know how much is left in here. There's probably less than 20 uses, but yeah, I just decided to focus on other things, and that's okay. So this one I did not hit my goal on, but I'm very happy. And in total this project I reached for this one 134 times, so that is a lot. And again, it was definitely in this for the long haul, but yeah, I'm a bit sad that I wasn't able to finish it. I'm going to continue using it end of the year though, if I finish my palette face palette up with the bronzer in there, and then after that I might continue using this one in January so I can have it out early next year. The next product we have is eyeshadow. This one I rolled in actually the same month as the bronzer, so again I'm going to roll the footage. This is the Steel and Metallic Peach eyeshadow, and I had this one in the product earlier this year to hit pan on, so I rolled it in this time for Product Graveyard, which meant again that is something that you worked on before. So I decided to roll this one in for 50 uses, and ultimately my goal this year was to finish the shadow, but unfortunately I haven't been able to do that because there was a lot more product in here than I originally thought. So yeah, you can see what it's been looking like throughout the months. I definitely had up and down. Some months I've used it like, you know, the highest is 14 times, otherwise it's been like around like, you know, 5 to 9 uses. I've also had 1 month where I only reached for it once, so not ideal. However, this is what it looked like at the last update, and at this point I had reached for the shadow 44 times in the project, which is, you know, quite a high amount and quite close to the end goal, which is 50. And this is what it looks like today, and I'm happy to say that I was able to reach for it 6 additional times. I actually reached for it 7 additional times, so I've technically reached for this one 51 times now in the project since I reintroduced it. So I'm happy to say that I was able to hit my goal on this eyeshadow, and even though I wasn't quite able to finish it this year. Again, this is what it looks like. You can definitely see that it's worn down and the pan is, you know, relatively big there. There's still a lot of product left in here, so it's going to take a lot of work to get this one out, but I'm determined to do so. And for now, I'm just happy that I was able to get so much use in this project. Honestly, I think there's probably 50 more users in here, so it's going to be quite a lot to work on next year too. But again, I do want to completely finish the shadow, so I'm determined to get that done. But again, that is not what the goal was for this project, and for this specific project I was able to, you know, complete it and hit my goal on it, so at least this one is a success. However, the next 2 products here are 2 big fat fails, and yeah, I just ran out of time. I have been focused on my big fat eyeshadow product, getting through all of my palettes in there. I am having to cut corners anyway to complete that project. And I also want to try to finish as much as I can in my palette. So these two last products are both eyeshadows, and they've also been neglected. So first up we have my Pat McGrath Utopian Dreams palette. I rolled this one in for favorite palette, was it? No, I rolled it in for Gemstone, and I decided to go with the shade Amethyst. You can see it here. I will roll the footage too. It's called Astral Amethyst Luna, so Amethyst is obviously the gemstone, and I wanted to use this one 10 times. The first month I only reached for the shadow 1 time, which is, you know, not the highest. However, the second time I reached for it 8 additional times, and I was really happy with that. I was like, you know, maybe I can roll it out last month. However, I was like, oh, it's going to be an easy win for the last update before the finale. However, I have not been able to reach it again. So I only have one more use on it to go, but yeah, I just haven't been able to use it. I could have top on top of any look really. However, again, since I've been doing a lot of my Big Fat Eyeshadow project kind of project palettes, I just have not been able to do that because I need to do exclusive looks with certain palettes, and then I can't just top it with something else like this for a different palette, because then it wouldn't be just exclusive using one palette. So unfortunately, I didn't use this one at all, which again I'm a little bit disappointed with, but I'm still happy that I managed to get 9 uses out of it, and I will make myself reach for this one more time before the end of the year so that I can get those 10 uses in, because I know I can do that because I'm going to wrap up my Big Fat Eyeshadow project soon. So yeah, we'll see, but for now, unfortunately, it is rolling out without being completed. And again, the second product I also have not used, that is this loose eyeshadow right here from the Pastel Roses. This is the Loose Pigment in Watermelon. I reached for this one 5 times the first time it was in, or first month it was in the project. I actually used it on my nails, and I said, you know, I want to reach for it on my eyes the remaining times to get to know it. But I didn't do that. I didn't reach for it once on my eyes or anywhere else. My goal again with this one was to reach for it 10 times, so I'm finishing with this one on 5 uses, which is a shame. Again, I'm going to probably try to reach for this one anyway, maybe not the full 5 times, but I want to try to reach for this one so I can get to know it. Again, I want to stick with that, and maybe I will still do that before the end of the year. Otherwise, I will definitely do it next year, because again, I'm a little bit disappointed I wasn't able to reach for this one, but I've just been overwhelmed with finishing as many products as I can and, like, you know, hitting all my goals before the end of the year. So those were actually all of the products that were in this project. Again, not the best update because, you know, I was able to hit my goal on one product, which was the Stila eyeshadow, and then the bronzer I was able to reach for only once, and then the rest of the product I did not reach for at all. So again, a little bit of a write-off of a finale, not the most exciting, but I have been really enjoying this project, and I will probably bring this back next year because I do really like it, and it's nice to have a prompt-based project going, and this is probably my favorite to do. So I will bring it back next year, so you can expect an instruction from me on the 20th of January if it sticks with the same day, which I'm hoping it will. But yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are. Don't forget to check out Emily down below, as well as the collaboratory playlist, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.